y'all, welcome back to Super Geeked. I'm Victoria, and on this channel we celebrate all the things I get super geeked about. I get super geeked about vintage Christmas, so you guys know my Merry Kitschmas series is coming out soon, but today I have a haul for you. That's right, I went thrifting at the end of summer, right before my kids started school, for a 2-week vacation up the East Coast. I did some thrifting while we were on vacation, and I never shared with you what I picked up. So this is gonna be a mix of hard goods, which you guys know, mid-century modern, that's my game. And then also some vintage clothing and some modern clothing that I picked up to resell. So if that sounds interesting, then stick around and I'll show you what I picked up on my road trip. So first of all, let's address the elephant in the room. Where have you been, Victoria? This holiday season has been slam crazy. I have invested little time in my reselling business only because my kids have all kinds of Christmas activities coming up at their school. We have choir. This is their first year playing soccer, and unfortunately, or fortunately, not really sure how you want to look at it, my kids' team is undefeated. So although soccer would have ended this week, right before I start my Merry Kitschmas series, their team is undefeated, so they're going into tournaments next week amidst all the Christmas programs that are happening next week. So it's just bonkers over here. So I apologize that I've been gone a little bit, but I hope today's haul makes up for that. It is a lot of stuff, y'all. So I'm gonna try to go quickly so that we can get through it and not be on this for an hour. And y'all, I probably don't remember half the stuff I picked up. So this is gonna be a surprise for you and for me. And I'm gonna try to remember where I got it. So these I got in Virginia. I went to this one thrift store, and they are a pair of cut from the cloth jeans, the Natalie, and they're a dark wash. I thought the prices were really good in Virginia when we were there. Okay, next is a men's Western shirt with the pearl snaps with the cool detailing there, and I thought this was neat too. And then this cool pattern on the back. It is made in USA, and the brand is Dickinson Jenkins. Love a good men's Western shirt. I got these because of the hem. These are Free People. They have the busted knee, and then they have this fringe at the bottom. But I was in a hurry at this store to get back to my cousin's house, so I only got a few items, and I guess I didn't look over it well enough because there is a hole here. So I'm going to do something funky with it, maybe put a patch and just sell it and see what happens. Also at that store, I got a camera stand. I actually own the same camera stand, and I'm keeping that for myself. I use it for my DSLR cameras. So I think it was a few bucks, and so I got that for myself. Okay, I think I have these bags separated. Yeah, okay, so this was also in Virginia. This was the first thrift store I went to. Actually, there's some hard goods at the bottom of this that I'm going to show you that I got in Richmond also, but I actually am probably going to keep some of this stuff for myself. But the first thing are these Pilcrow and the letterpress pull-on jeans. This pull-on style is really popular because they're easy to wear, but it's like a cigarette pant in a dark wash. Here's the back of them. So I don't pick up all Pilcrow in the letterpress, but newer styles I definitely pick up. What other surprises are we gonna find? Okay, so this is a Vince thermal, just striped navy and cream. Nothing too special except for that it's Vince. Okay, and this is a little top with the roll tab sleeves, and it is by Dolan. So this is sold at Anthropologie. There's the back of it. I just thought it had some cool detailing on the bodice with this stitching and this chiffon material. Okay, we got a pair of Madewell jeans. These are called the Stovepipe. Madewell still sells really well for me. This is a high-rise skinny, cropped length. Here is the back of them. So generally if Madewell is still in good condition, I pick it up. Unless it's the older style Madewell tag that says the date. I think it's 1937 or something like that. I don't pick it up if it has the date because that's the older tag. Okay, this was a really cool find. This was in the jeans. This is a vintage Disney denim top. So it has Mickey on it, being playful. Very cool. Here's the back. And it does not have a date on it, but here is the vintage Disney store tag. So very cool. I think that will do really well. This store was really awesome, and I got a lot of hard goods at this store too, so I'm really excited about it to show you. So these are another pair of Pilcro on the letterpress. These are cool because they have this button detailing around the waistband. So anything that's interesting and different, I definitely like to pick up. And it's in a gray wash, mid-rise, cropped length. Y'all, I seriously don't even remember half this stuff. And I really need to find time to list. I did list Thanksgiving week of all things. My kids were home all week and I managed to list consistently every single day. It was crazy. And then we get back into school and I think, oh, I'll have more time. I can list even more. That didn't happen. So this is a little dress. It's in this teal color, little ruching on the side. And it is Free People. It's got this cowl neck, and I think it's really comfy. That'll do pretty well. Okay, I got this dress because it reminds me of like the 1990s, like the floral that was really in the 90s. And it's this yellow dress. So here's the floral, very 1990s. Reminds me of like curtains that were really popular then. And it is ASOS, and it's a US size 24, and it's new with tags. Just a really cute dress. Ooh, this was one of my favorites, and I need to seriously get this listed as soon as I get this video done. So it is this very cute Christmas dress. Check out the pattern on it. We've got Santa and wreaths and ornaments and Christmas trees. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, totally 90s. The silhouette is a sheath dress. It's definitely 100% silk. It is by Nicole Miller, and you can see 100% silk there. So this is going to be great for somebody's holiday dress. Super cute, and I need to get it listed. Another piece I was super excited to find. I was really hoping that I'd find some of this. I live in the deep south, so we don't get a lot of cold weather. So we don't see tons of this brand. You might be able to figure out what it is, but I love this tartan print. It is Pendleton, 100% wool, and then it has this velvet collar. It's obviously vintage, and I love selling vintage blazers. I normally sell them for $50 and above. Of course, that one will probably go for more because it's Pendleton. So yeah, I'm very excited about that piece. Another super exciting find in the blazer section is this blazer. I saw the buttons and I knew exactly what it is. Now, if you notice, a lot of people probably passed it up because there's no tag up here, but in suit blazers, you need to open it up and look into the interior, and there we have it, Christian Dior. And I am so excited that I found this because I'll be able to sell it for at least $100. Okay, another pair of denim. I got a lot of denim on this trip. It is another pair of Free People, and these are a high-rise skinny. I do really well with Free People. It still sells for me pretty consistently and pretty fast. So I will generally pick up Free People. Okay, last couple of clothing items from this Richmond, Virginia store. I found this dress and I thought the print was very interesting. It felt like 100% silk to me, and lo and behold, it is Anna Sui. I just sold an Anna Sui duster sweater for $150, so there is definitely a following. This is not from the Anna Sui designer line. This is actually, if you can see, it says for Anthropology, so won't get as much out of that dress, but it is still 100% silk. And last item, I don't pick up tons of this brand, but I thought this dress was cute. It's in this sort of like rusty orange color with some embroidered detailing on it, and it's got the tassels in the front. The brand is Prana. So that was all for the clothing in Richmond, Virginia. Now I did get some pieces I'm going to share with you. The first thrift store I went to in Richmond, which I didn't show you anything from that store, was recommended to me by my cousin. Of course, you know, if you get recommended places to go, you're usually getting recommended stores from people that are not resellers. So they don't really know pricing and what's going to work. And this store was very expensive, but I found two Capodimonte. These are actually ashtrays, but they're called the Cherubs. This one and then this one. There was a third one, but it did have chips. A little tip when you're buying antiques or collectibles to either resell or for yourself, use your sense of touch to run your hand around the surface and you will be able to feel chips. So do this on the bottom also, but these Capodimontes are all hand numbered, made in Italy, and I'm actually going to keep these for myself. I'm probably going to use them to put a candle in the center, but I just thought they were really pretty, and so I got them for myself. If you're not new to my channel, then you know I'm a big collector of American pottery. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell this yet. I did pay $15 for it, but it's a complete set. It is this serving dish set. I don't want to tilt it too much. It is in its original holder, which a lot of times you find these sets and they don't have the original holder, which actually is a Lazy Susan, by the way. I can't spin it because I'm holding it, but the bottom does spin. So a lot of these serving dish American pottery sets were placed in a Lazy Susan, and you could use them on your tablescapes, and I just really, really love this set. It goes with my color scheme, and I'm a huge collector of American pottery, which that video is probably coming out next year because I've been working on it, but there's a lot that goes into it, and I have a massive collection, so it's taking a little longer than I thought it would. But this is actually by a company called Don J. Don J was a California potter, so it's American pottery made in California. There was a whole different vibe, and most American pottery came either from out west, mainly in California, and those pieces almost always will be marked made in California, or they were made in the Midwest by the potteries that were there in Ohio and Pennsylvania and some in West Virginia. A lot of the potteries, there were other American pottery makers that were not in the Midwest or in the West, but the majority of them were, and this was one of those pieces. So still not sure if I'm going to sell it. I kind of want to keep it and use it for a little bit, but I have so many of these that you'll see when you see my American pottery video, but I still like it so much, so I really don't know. Okay, and then the items that I got from the last clothing haul that I just showed you in Richmond. This will be the last of the Richmond pieces I got. First of all, I was very enamored with Virginia. I cannot believe how many of their thrift stores have antiques, y'all. I'm not talking about like retro stuff or even mid-century stuff. I'm talking about antiques. Very crazy to me. People, I guess, a lot of people in that area have that kind of stuff, and people die and they just don't want it, so they just donate it. And the thrift stores are like half hard goods. So the first piece is this English setter. They are marked Bone China and Alton, England. So Alton is a bone china maker, and they are known for their little dogs like this. So this little guy right here is a beautiful specimen. There are not a lot on the web for sale like him. He was marked at $4.25, but I got him for half off. So definitely a good price. I should be able to sell him for at least $50. So happy with him. Okay, another piece of bone china. He does have a glaze, and he does have some crazing. Let me see if you can see the crazing. That is this crackling of the glaze, and that happens when a glaze experiences heat and cold extremes that cause it to crackle. It happens a lot with a lot of pottery and china from back in the day. This is a cute little terrier dog. It's probably gonna be hard to see, but he's marked Germany and he is numbered. So he is not going to go for as much as the Alton is, because Alton is a China company that people look for, but he still is precious, and comps were around $25 to $30 for him. And again, he was marked $4.25 and I got him for half off. Next up were a couple pieces that I think I may keep. The first is this pitcher. It has this pretty rose pattern and this sweet little lid. It is stamped Germany on the bottom. This may be a reproduction, but if it is, I still think it's really pretty, and reproductions can still sell really well because they're well made. So I still grabbed it. My husband's family's from Germany, and he doesn't have anything that belonged to his grandmother, so this piece may end up staying at my house. This next piece is actually Nippon. It is hand gilded gold. It's a little vase or urn. It does have the little feet. It is not marked, which all Nippon is not marked, but it is still precious, and I only paid $4.25 for it. And again, it was half off, so definitely a good deal for a piece of Nippon. And people are often seeking these pieces, and sometimes people just want pretty pieces for their home, so definitely will be selling this piece, but I just thought it was really lovely. I couldn't leave it at the thrift store. And then I got, this is, let me take the sticker off. This is a glass bake, often confused with Pyrex. And this is called herbs because it's a bunch of herbs. So it is a baking dish, milk glass from the 1950s. Usually dishes like this will sell for $15, $20, but I only paid a couple dollars for it, and this pattern isn't as readily available, so this one may go closer to $20, $25, but definitely grabbed it. I picked up another Pyrex piece, but it's somewhere in my office, and I don't know. It's another pattern similar to this, but this is called the Dutch Clover, and it is by Pyrex. We all know Pyrex. Pyrex is highly sought after and collectible. Again, not one of the most collectible patterns out there, but will sell for $15 to $20 because someone is looking to complete their set. And I do have a lid that will fit on here, so I may be able to get around $20, $25 because I do have a lid that I can put on here to sell it. So definitely when you're in the thrift store, if you're going to start selling vintage hard goods, be on the lookout for those Pyrex lids. You can get them individually used, usually for a few cents on a dollar, and it's worth it because it will bring up the value of the dishes that you do find if you can have a lid on hand to put with it when it doesn't have a lid. Okay, so that was all for Virginia. Now I'm going to show you what I picked up in Maryland. So first up was my most exciting find. Again, Maryland was just like Virginia. There was tons of antiques and hard goods. I was just so excited to find these I'm about to show you in a thrift store. It's like beyond me because you would never find that down here. I mean, so this is called Forbidden Fruit. You can tell it is very mid-century modern, and you can usually tell if you're a collector or if you start to sell, you're going to notice this style. It is by a guy named George Briard. And he is very well known for these fun motifs. These are 14 karat gold, and I have 8 of these glasses. These are rare because they have the white interior. A lot of times you find the Forbidden Fruit set and they are a clear glass, but these are actually white tall glasses, and I have 8 of them. Most of them are in perfect condition. I think one has a few little rubs on it, but not like dishwasher or some sort of fading, and they were priced at 50 cents each. I mean, this whole set, which I'll pop up a picture of the whole set for you, but this set should bring me $300 to $400. This style is rare. So they were the regular clear glass. For 8 glasses, I might get $100, but again, collector is looking to fill their cabinet with all of them, and Forbidden Fruit is probably the second most popular of his designs. The first most popular, if you're ever at the thrift store and you see these glasses, they probably will look modern to you. They don't look mid-century modern, but they have a skull and crossbones on them, and they say poison. Those glasses are the most collectible of his designs, and you should definitely grab those. You can get $1,000 for some of the pieces because they're rare and people are trying to complete their collection. So George Briard, don't forget his name, don't forget his style, because if you find his pieces, they may be worth something. I did also pick up these mid-century panels. In the mid-century modern area, there was a definite fascination from Japan and China, and you will see a lot of that in popularized home decor in the 1940s, 50s, and 60s in that post-World War II period. So these are really cool panels that you just hang on your wall, and I have sold panels like this in the past for a decent profit, so I picked those up, and they had them priced at $5 a piece. So the store that I got the panels in, I didn't get tons of clothes. I just wasn't finding a lot there. I did pick some Vineyard Vines pieces up for my boys. They had tons of like brand new Vineyard Vines in that area. So Vineyard Vines must be really popular in the Baltimore, Maryland area. But I did find this soft surroundings jacket. It's got a floral motif with birds, very pretty, with these different panels, and then has a chiffon layer at the bottom to give it more interest. Grab that. I love to sell soft surroundings. Okay, then I found this really cute Parker dress in red. It's got ruffles all along the front and the bottom, and I liked it because it has a tie in the front that ties in a bow for added interest. So I'm not always picking up Parker dresses, but that one was really cute, so I grabbed her. And then, just like I said with the Vineyard Vines, this is a cute little girl's dress with the whales on it. And I don't find tons of Vineyard Vines in my area. I don't love to pick up Vineyard Vines, but this is almost brand new and really cute, so I grabbed it. Okay, last stop was another store outside of, actually my cousins live in the country and outside of Baltimore. So this was another stop. This was another stop in that area, and I was excited to find this in this bright tomato red color. It is a J. Crew schoolboy blazer. I have never found a schoolboy blazer, but I know they can sell for $50. They have these cute buttons, and it's wonderful quality, 100% wool, so I picked it up. I only got one pair of shoes this whole trip, which is surprising because I always check the shoe section. And these are Sam Edelman. They are the super soft leather boots with these cool buckles. And then it's got this sort of weaving detail on, you can see it on the back. Very cool. Very cool heel on it. So I really liked these, and the leather is so soft, so couldn't pass those up. Okay, a pair of jean company I love to sell is Pistola. These usually sell super fast for me. This is like a dusty lavender color with a little gray in it, sort of like a mix, but it has these cool zipper pockets, and it's got zipper ankles. So any sort of extra detail, like I said, with these pants. Pistola jeans and pants are so soft. These are like a super soft denim, and yeah, so I grabbed them. Okay, another brand that I love to sell is Eliza J. You guys know that. I actually have the same dress for sale in a pink, but this one is green, would be great for Christmas. This one has the tie belt still with it. It has pockets. It's got the cool dolman style sleeves, a hidden zipper in the back. Just a really lovely dress. Again, would be great for the holidays. I don't pick up this brand all the time, but again, this would be a great dress for the holidays. It is Lulu's, but I grabbed it because of the floral print. It's got this wrap style on the side. You can tie it really pretty, and I love the ghosted floral print, and it is new with tags, so definitely a nice pickup in Baltimore. All right, and another brand I love to sell is Bowden. This is a little bit of an older tag, Bowden, but a really cute dress. It's got 3/4 length sleeves with the elastic, and it's a midi length, which is always great and flattering this time of year because you can pair it with boots and stockings and all kinds of fun stuff. And then the last piece I'm going to share with you from this trip, I was so excited to find. I've never found this brand before. I saw these leggings. These are like shapewear leggings, super stretchy, but I could tell they were quality. They've got a nice thick waistband, and they are new with tags. They are Wolford, and yes, I was so happy to find these and new with tags. So I should make a nice profit on these. So yeah, I was so excited to find Wolford because I've never found it before. All right, y'all, so that was my haul for my road trip up the East Coast. I made 3 stops in Richmond, Virginia. I made 2 stops in Baltimore, Maryland. And overall, I'm really happy with all the items I found, the mix between vintage and modern clothing to resell, and all the hard goods I picked up. It was definitely a fun trip. I enjoyed thrifting in new cities, seeing what their pricing's like, seeing what they offer, and the kinds of items that you can find in their thrift stores. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you here. Don't forget to do all those YouTube-y things like and hit the bell for notifications. And I'll see you guys next time for the start of Merry Kitschmas. See you guys.